Hi, Dave from Informed American. I hope you're having a great afternoon. I'm posing a question to all of you, and I know that most of you want the economy to start opening up again, so we can all get back to work and start enjoying our lives as we did before this awful pandemic came up. So the question is for you, what if a smartphone app could help us do that? Would you use it? Now let me give you some context behind that. The Washington Post had conducted a poll, and they asked users with this question. It says, Apple and Google have proposed creating a smartphone app that would tell users whether they have been physically close to someone who has been diagnosed with the coronavirus. The app would rely on people anonymously reporting if they had been diagnosed in the app. Now, give an example of what that might be like in the real world. Say you go to the grocery store, you're using the app, and you're in line with someone that's behind you, or maybe you passed by an aisle by somebody. They're also using the app, and it comes out that they come down with something. They got sick, they got infected. They go into the app and say, "Yeah, I got the COVID-19," and then it pops up, "Hey." To you, remember that time in the grocery store where that guy maybe bumped into you? Well, it turns out he's got coronavirus. So maybe you want to consider socially distancing, or rather quarantining yourself, and maybe seeing a doctor and getting yourself tested. So that way, if you come in contact with someone, you can actually have a better idea of what's going out there in the real world versus just maybe assuming everyone is sick or maybe no one is sick. So that's kind of the idea behind it. Now, when they asked that question, they got basically a 50-50 response. So very split, 50-50 all the way down the middle. Now it says, now, the second part of that question is, would you be comfortable sharing that information? Now, 59% say they'd be comfortable reporting on the app that they've got COVID-19, which is 40% said that they would not be comfortable. I think that number is a little bit low, to be honest. And I think when it got really down to it, would you really want to share that? Because we are many Americans don't trust big tech very much. In fact, part of that poll was they asked Americans, who do you trust with this contact tracing app? Tech companies, only 43% trust. Public health agencies, 57%, very high. Universities, 56%, and insurance companies, while only 47%, it's higher than tech companies at just 43%. So what you're thinking, obviously, is there's privacy concerns. Now, they say that they can make all this data anonymous, but I bet you if somebody really looked hard enough and followed the GPS, they can look through and probably find out who you are. I'm not really 100% sure. I'm not confident, in other words, that they could really keep this data anonymous, especially if that GPS goes to your home, back and forth to the home. Oh, well, who lives at that address? Well, John Smith or something. So, do you really want to be telling the world that you're sick? So, I don't think you can keep it anonymous. Another question I have is, would this thing actually work? So it relies on two things. Of course, certainly is enough people using the app, so you get enough people out there reporting, and then of course those people who are willing to say that they've gotten sick. So I think there's a number of things that are problematic about this. But on the other hand, what if it works? What if everyone, maybe not everyone, but say 80%, 90% use this app, and then you could really tell, okay, this person was sick. Now I need to be concerned for myself, and now maybe I need to limit what I'm doing to not get others sick, and down the line, and you could see how this could actually work. And then, if you're sick, if you've been in contact, you stay home, you don't go to work, you don't go out, and everyone else, they can go because they haven't been in contact with anyone. And that could be a path. And I want you to consider this. This could be a path, a way for us to safely reopen the economy. Something to consider. I'm a little skeptical, but it could be something. So I'd love to know what you think. Would you use this app? Do you think it'll work? Are you willing to potentially share this data, that knowing that even though they're saying it's anonymous, that it may not be? Would you be willing to share with people that you are sick? And could this thing actually help us reopen the economy? I'd love to hear what you think below. Go ahead and comment, share your thoughts. Let's start this discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow afternoon.